after I'd done that global role, I took the opportunity to head up marketing in Latin America. And music was a big thing at that time. We were launching a lot of music phones, and we launched the sub-brand Rocker. And I asked, actually, Ogilvy, who was our hub was out of Brazil, if they would go rehire David, and this is the work that we came up with. And you should also know that Fergie was a brand ambassador of ours at the time.
Ain't nobody rockin' like this. Ain't nobody out there swift like this. Everywhere I go, all I hear is this. Yes, I must confess, and that's true. We keeps it fresh, just keeping it fresh is my main interest. And any minute I'll be rolling through, so get ready, so get ready. Get ready to see what comes. Hello, Moto.
So more good stuff. So now I'm going to switch gears slightly. Hopefully you've been able to see some of the evolution of Motorola from kitschy, goofy 1980s or 94, whatever that was, to the development of an identity. And not just visually, it was in the language, it was in the every facet of our organization. What I don't have time to share with you is that I was responsible for facility branding. That meant that every place in the world that was a Motorola facility had to kind of breathe and look and feel like that. And we had Moto language on the walls to inspire. We had, very kind of cutting edge spaces to be that brand that we wanted to be that you see visually. So we lived it, we breathed it in an exciting time. So where I segue, like I said, I went to Latin America, and this is where the one truth about know thy customer is really important, because some of you are from Latin America. Cutting edge kind of whoa was more about, in Latin America, being a part of the fabric of society, in learning these kids. We were beginning to make cell phones, and again, why I humored about iPhone and the iPod is just that they launched iTunes on a Motorola phone. Which I don't think I included in here, but we did some stuff with Madonna, etc. At any rate, to build our brand in Latin America, it required a whole new discussion, asking people new questions. I remember the first work coming out of Ogilvy, and it was very much like the left-hand side, but it said music. And I said, guys, you gotta go, do you know the teens? Do you know what 18-year-olds want? Do you know how they go to clubs? Do you know how they communicate? What's their language? We learned actually that the youth in Latin America, they knew about all the tech jargon, but they prefer not to use it. They just expect it happens. And what to them was most important was the experience. So while you might argue some of the stuff I've already shown you is experiential, now we really get into experience. What does music do? So very quickly, we're marketing to this kid here. And guess what? That sexy blonde with long legs doesn't work. We had immerse, envelop, ask, observe, participate. I would pay for the agency to go out on a Friday night and just go talk to these people, and I'm asking them 100 questions. So it was fun, actually. So in the world of music, it does get quite emotive, right? It gets very interesting with regards to happiness, mood enhancing, excitement. It can be relaxing, pleasurable. It evokes memories. It can be comforting. It can be a distraction. It can be entertaining. People find freedom in music and inspiring, right? So really, in experiencing music, it's all these things: physiological movement, mood and emotion, cognitive, and this is where the group really started with the youth, and understanding that, and not some sexy, digitally remastered, television spot or print. Instead, it was that great music takes you places. And our brand was Rocker, so the tag ended up being Rocker takes you there. To where? It could be wherever that place for you is. Promotionally, it could be to the Fergie concert and a red carpet. It's wherever that takes you. And what was interesting about that time is everyone was coming out music phones. You know, you're always taught, hey, what's that point of differentiation? Guess what? They all play music. But I'm making a promise that I'm going to take you somewhere. I'm going to take you beyond the music phone itself. So this is kind of the stuff you started seeing. Clearly a different look and feel, a different sense, a different language, you know, duct tape to hold things together, things that people could relate to. And just that feeling, and that's of course hard to do in a two-dimensional print fashion. So of course we extended it in a multitude of different ways.
Hello, Moto.
Whole new evolution. That was shot in Rio. And as you can see, the director, it's a director, but it's two people called 300 ML, and they're, you know, up-and-comers in Brazil, and so they did some really great stuff. The second version, I think, is this.
Hello, Moto.
I'm not sure many people get that story, but it's all about the speed of recording a song, uploading it, and someone else downloads it, and they hear it on the radio, and they're instantly famous. So at any rate, again, whole new language, whole new way of speaking to the target was created at that time for Latin America.